TimberBorn and episode 4 of this update 5 let's play with the new bad water update. We are just at the start of drought number 6, and annoyingly we have no wind blowing because we do have wind power now for this. And checking on everything. So we're getting maple syrup now, which is cool. So let's make sure that, yep, we are configured for maple pastries as well. So hopefully that will get sorted. But we are very full of bread. So I'm actually going to pause that one for a bit. We are slightly short of beavers, so we probably need to think about building more accommodation to fulfill the needs that we have over here, because we do need some more. So just going, can we unlock the double lodge yet? Oh god, we've got 1200 science, so we could unlock the triple lodge. That has an entrance 1 level up. So we either put it in over here, or we could do it somewhere here. That's kind of going to work. And then what I think I'm going to do is start thinking about. That's not going to work, is it? I wanted to start thinking about rooftop gardens, rooftop terraces, but that's not going to work particularly well because we need to kind of get something different. What we could do is put 1 in. I'm going to put 2 in. We're going to have to build a little bit of a then we'll get back to our original project. Build a little bit of a gantry way. But these guys don't have a campfire either. Right? Let's put that in as well. But that'll give us a lot more beaver capacity, which is cool. So back to our original goal project, which is to get to the metal over here. So we need to get down to start clearing the trees, because we can't clear a tree from above. So we're going to have to kind of think across a little bit, which is a little bit annoying. And then I think we'll put in a forester here and a large log pile there for now. To get that done, let's speed things up a little bit. So these videos seem to be getting some new viewers, so if you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing. TimberBorn is not my main content. I mainly make farm sim videos, but I'm doing a few more on this because I'm really enjoying this let's play. So yeah, and we do have a few mods installed, and one of them seems to be working, which is the moving sun. Some of the others aren't yet, so keeping an eye on that. I say thanks to the guys on JC the Beard's Discord, as they shared a spreadsheet of mods that should work. So kind of useful. So we've got our new houses built. We're getting this stuff built. I think we should get this stuff built first, and then we might need to put a roof on top of that. So let's do that. We probably need to unlock the bigger roof, and we can do that. So that done. How are we doing for supplies? We could do with more planks. Up, the wind is blowing, so that's good. And not enough really, so we do need to expand our power network. So I'm just going to do that for now. It's kind of inelegant, but it'll do a job. And we're going to pause a bunch of these to try and help with things. we do need to get plank production going. We don't need gears particularly. We don't need flour particularly, so that might help a little bit. We have pumped all of the water out of here, so they can be paused. I do like these quite short droughts. They are quite nice. They've built this, but not the stairs. That makes sense. At least we are keeping our crops hydrated, and we've only got 0.6 of a day to go. I'm going to actually leave this up on a half, just so we can keep a little bit more water up here. We can drop that down now. We don't need those to be up. It's fine. Cool. We can start. We need to tell them to cut these trees down. It's not going to be many trees, but it's some. And it'll give us space, which is the main thing. Now it's the drought over, and we survived. Very nice. Why can't they? Oh, because I'm dumb. Why? There we go. Wondering. We don't have any injured beavers, actually. I was thinking we might need to start thinking about putting medical beds in, but not just yet. 21 well-being. Nice. So let's click on a beaver. I've only got 24. No. I guess we need... I want to see... They're getting quite a nice bonus from all of that, which is very good. And here comes the water back. And excellent. So this greens up very nicely with just how we have it now. I think we could maybe bring water into here as well and get some dams in to hold water and use this. I want to have this as a separate district with some farming of its own going on. So I want that to be a thing. I'm getting water coming through now, so let's unpause all of those. We are going to be kind of short of beavers, but that's okay. We're just dropping down our number of haulers, which we have a whole spare we have 15 kits. That's good, because that'll give us some beavers to move over here. And we're going to do start working on a path. I'm going to move this once we've got some space cleared out, and we'll probably put a district crossing up here and have a little colony down here. We do need to get to the flowing bad water, which is over here. So we're going to need a bridge across here, and then I think we'll focus the colony around. Maybe we move the colony over here, make use of the deader land for some of the basics, because I want to get power out of the bad water. We might actually put it in, start putting it up here. I'm not sure yet. It's you know, it's going to take a little while, but everything is flowing nicely now, which is cool. Our water supply is recovering. We do have a big water tank. So let's unpause the things that I paused because we didn't have power. Pause those. And we probably need a bigger plank storage. So I think we'll put that up away from where we have hydrated land. It's not the most efficient in terms of workers moving, but it's efficient in terms of this land is not currently hydrated. Food-wise, we're doing pretty good. And everything's flowing nicely. And we could let water through here. Now we won't. So let's talk about some of the comments that I've had, because I've been recording these in batches. So there was one about putting the windmills where the bad water affects things. Agree with that, but at the moment I'm trying to keep things condensed, and there's not that much space we're using up. But probably would be more sensible to have power generation over here from bad water and from windmills, and then just bring it across, because that would give us permanent power. Long term, definitely a good idea. And then about having another forest, I still agree that we probably do need that, but at the moment we're not keeping up with what we have, with the foresters that we have, and the lumberjacks that we have, and we do have a good supply of wood, so I'm kind of happy with that. Our chestnut supply is doing okay actually, so we don't need to expand that at the moment. So my priorities over here, I think, are, we let water through here, it's going to run in here. I don't really want that, so I'm going to first think about water flow more than building up other bits. So I'm going to keep these here, and I'm going to levy across here. So we can bring water into this area. That will probably keep most of that hydrated. We also probably want to dam across here. And maybe here, so we can keep some water in this bit. So it feels like, and I could be wrong with doing this, but it feels like we need to section off a lot more areas of water. To me, that will also give us access to this island, which is nice. So they've built that. So the next job is, future steps, I guess, not next steps necessarily, is to mark all of this for demolition. That will bring water through to here and hopefully counter the bit of bad water that sat there, but it has hydrated this very nicely. Good. That's in place, and so then we want to, might be easier to do this just with some stairs. We can clear out some of these unnecessary paths once we're done. Again, I want to, let's use floodgates in here. No, let's use dams. Don't think dams particularly restrict the flow once the water's at the right height, so. And then we need to get across here. I think we'll bridge across here. What bridges have we got unlocked? We've got 2 there. It's not going to be long enough. But the sign says unlock the 4 by. No, that uses metal, you dummy. That doesn't. And was actually the length that we needed. So I want bridges so that when actually we need to also block across here, because when bad water comes, we want to keep some good water in here. And when we get bad water in here. How are we going to get it out? We are going to need to probably send it that way, actually. So I've made some mistakes already. We want to put in floodgates here. We can hold the bad water there. We won't plant along this edge, and then we can push it that way. So this is going to need to become floodgates. We'll wait until we've got the floodgates up here, so we're not just letting water out for no reason. That will let us push bad water through that way. That works. Yep, that can stay as dams. Awesome. It's kind of complicated. Let's just double check on this colony. So we have plenty of food, and in fact, it's all the same colony. I'm not sure why everyone's so hungry. Unless they just need to get themselves some food and water. I kind of feel like we've got a water thing there. Maybe we want to build a couple of small warehouses and scatter some food around so that they can just take it as they're going. We'll do some of the higher value food over there. These guys have got access to the food warehouses, so that should be okay. Right, how are we doing over here? Building the 2 floodgates. Awesome. They're both built. So we can now delete these. Yes, we will lose some water, but not a lot, because it's going to be held by these. And escaping, we want to put floodgates in there instead. And that will give us a path to push bad water through. Probably because we don't want to get a pocket of it in there. We need to do that as well. Knocked my bin over that's under my desk. And I've just fixed that. So they've got that built. They're getting that built. This is more so we can say we don't get the pocket of bad water here. So this can go back to being half. Doesn't need to be a particularly high flow of water, just needs to be water to hydrate stuff. Those are placed, so we just need to build them. Too far from district, because I haven't joined the path. There we go. Awesome. So we'll cut down those as well. We'll get all those trees cleared out. Get rid of all those nasty trees. Right, let's just get some water through here, please. There we go. And that can be on half. It's just about holding water here for hydrating plants. We'll pump from over here when we can get here. You might need to do a bit of work for that. I think for now we'll end up putting a water pump here. And maybe a forest over here. Right. We need to think about building our district. Right. Delete some of this path and district management. Oh, it's a normal flood or normal drought. Good. We tuck that there. Housing, I am going to put in a triple lodge. Gives us 9. Gives us space for 18 beavers. Once they've grown up. We need some storage. We'll do 4 warehouses. There. And we want the 4 high. We probably can't go maple pastries, but we'll go for some of the higher value foods for their better well-being benefits. So potatoes, bread, cattail crackers, and grilled spadadoc. And we want some water storage. And we're going to do a medium-sized tank. That there, so it's near where they are living. I thought I picked one for that. Sunflower seeds. I'm going to put in a farm. And we are going to have a small farm over here so they can grow some of their own food. I have put that in the wrong place. To there. At least we get most of the materials back. I'm going to pause that for now. To build another staircase there. Do that. I want to build a wood pile there. I'm not going to worry about. We'll just delete that one last tree. And then we will plant some carrots and sunflowers. Stuff that needs processing we'll bring in for now. But stuff that we can grow easily, we will grow easily. That I'm going to delete. So we've got all of that set up. We're not growing anything near where we're going to lose stuff. I think long term we want to barricade across here so that we can keep all of this area clean water. But pause. So that wants to go up to 1. Those will hold water. That wants to go up to 1, 2. That goes up to 2. That can go up as well. I really miss my triggers. 5-day drought. Wow. Let's pause those. These guys need their own water pump, which I want to put here, which is why I needed to move the water storage. Pause you. Are you injured? You are. So, time to unlock the medical beds. And if you may or may not remember me saying, they've now removed the medicine mechanic with dandelions, so you can just place down medical beds and issue, they will get healed. So we'll put one over here as well, because these guys are going to be doing some of the metal-based stuff. That can be paused now. We actually have spare beavers, which is kind of good. So I think, actually, I'm going to pause again, because I think we're pretty much ready over here. Oh, we probably need some storage for planks. I've done it again, haven't I? Gears. These guys also don't have any well-being stuff, so let's give them a campfire. And a rooftop terrace. Got a little bit more building to do over here, but that should be fine. And we'll do some decoration as well. Roof on there. And then I'm going to put the district crossing over here. Okay. I'll just get the last of this stuff built. Going to get that tree demolished. And then we can start working on cutting all of this down. Things are holding quite well in this drought, actually. Things are holding quite well. Just thinking, bad water is going to come through here, isn't it? So we actually want to replace that with floodgates. Yep. She may probably just do. We don't want it there, but that's okay because that's dried out. So we don't. We do have crops growing, but you know it'll be fine. Thinking that we actually want this out as far as possible. So do that, that. Delete all of those, and we're going to do that. There we go. Because we just need to get water in here. It doesn't need to be a lot of water. So, but again, it's about flow, and that should then flow through. And our bad water here will flow through here, this way. Cool. So I'm going to let them get that built, and then we will do. So we need to unlock the district crossing, and yeah, I'm going to put it here, basically. And then we'll send some beavers across. And we are going to need the scavenger flag. I haven't placed that yet. No. No, not quite everything is built. To finish, needs a few more planks. There we go. Everything is finished. So let's cut that and do a district crossing. Okay, we can build it. And we will name this going to go cheesy. And yes, I'm going to copy JC, the beard. No, we're not going to call it Islands because it's not an island. I'm so bad with naming districts. What should we call District 2? It's focused on metalwork. So someone give me some suggestions. We'll go with that. They're going to die in this drought. And we're only going to have a few workers working. We can now do that. And we can unpause that. We don't need many in the district sector, if any. We are going to start pushing across here to do power. So that's built. So pause again. The only thing coming this way needs to be scrap metal or metal, because we'll process it over here. So. Is there a button to do everything? No. There we go. And then this one. We don't want any food components brought in. We don't need carrot or sunflowers. We'll do the rest on. We'll do water as that. We'll do import if needed on logs. And we'll do. We won't bring berries in. We'll import if needed on the other foods. Okay. And then migrate population. How many do we want over here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably about 12. How many beds do we have over here? We have 18 free beds and 12 homeless. Okay. Let's do that, and hopefully they will home themselves. There we go. So we've got 6 free beds, which is kind of okay. So we'll do 2 in there. And then let's get our scrap metal flags placed. Hopefully they're going to be importing water pretty soon. And let's think about power. So we don't want to go in to this. So the first thing I'm going to do is 3. So we can only get 1 power wheel across here actually. So yeah, we can only get 1 for now. So we're going to have to do, we want that there. So do that. And that. And let's make a path. Encourage them to go on the path. And we'll build 2 for now and see how that does. That may not be ideal because it may need to be, that one may need to step across actually. Let's do that. Kind of get in the best flow. It's funny that they're water wheels. I guess they are because they're bad water wheels. So we need some storage for, can we go large? No, not yet. We need some scrap metal storage. I've kind of boxed myself in. That's not ideal, but it will do. And let's make that scrap metal for now. We'll probably actually should have built it over here. Let's do that, in fact. Where we're going to be processing said scrap metal. So we can now look at starting to clear this area. We're just going to have one forester, lumberjack, and let's mark all of that for cutting. And let's prioritize building that. How are we doing over here? Really good. It's all pretty stable. And probably what I'm thinking is we put in a lot more log storage so that we are cutting these trees down. I'm going to put in some low priority jack flags for low priority workplace so that if we have spare beavers, they come cut trees down. If we don't, they don't. And I think we need to do some water management. Should be letting water in here. Water is flowing through all of these, which is cool. That's 1.5, that's fine. Get you lot pumping. They're pumping. This one should be pumping. Excellent. So we have our second district up and running, and we are starting to get scrap metal. We are in fact full, so let's prioritize building that. We actually have a couple of spare beavers. So actually no, we don't, because we don't have anyone in the farmhouse. Get stuff replanted. It probably makes sense to be using as much of this as we can. Awesome. Yep, so the scrap metal guys are scrap metaling now. Our first power wheel is generating 60 horsepower. That's not a lot. 69. That's not a lot, though it's a good number. We're going to need 200 hamster powers, so we might need to put a few more in. Get our first smelter running. I'm also thinking we should go up here, and we'd have to step the power down, but that's fine. Delete those. So if we get a staircase up here as well. And I think this is only 3 wide as well, yeah, so we'll just do one there. And hopefully none of these beavers are getting poorly at all from being near the bad water. And yes, we might want to levee across here, build a dam across here and flush it through. Or we could pump it out. We are going to need to get into pumping bad water at some point. But our new district is doing well. It has lots of food. This district has lots of food. Water, not so much. So I think we need, because we do have some spare beavers, more water pumping capacity. So we'll put that in. and that'll give us kind of not really drought proof, but it's where we pump from when there is a drought. So these can go up to a half now. I'm wondering if I should build this up to be a bit of a water store as a next job. We'd have to work around the fact that it's how we get to our second district. But so far we have about 140 horsepower. So I'm going to put a 4-way there, 4-way there. We'll start combining these together. I'm pretty pleased with that, actually. I'm pretty pleased with that. Building lacks materials. Maple syrup. So we need more maple trees, I think. Probably what makes sense is to move those two log stores and plant maple trees in here. Assuming Matey can reach them, he can. Do that bit as well. There we go. But yeah, they're now keeping all these trees cut down, which is perfect. We are refilling our water supply. These guys have got a pretty good water supply. Not that many of them. Power is being constructed, and we're going to need that there. Oh, that was a bad idea. I guess that can just be an angle. And then we'll do a 4-way there. It's going to be a 3-way, isn't it? Because it's never going to need to connect that side. 4-way. So but we'll delete all this pathing and stuff once we've got these built. With that intent in mind, I'm going to build another one up here. And then we'll run power down there. That will be brilliant. Let's just let a surge of water through there. There we go. Again, the simple triggers mod is supposed to be working, but it's not for me, so that would be useful because we could control these with that. Just keep water in here, basically, game. And kind of the same over here. Okay, our water wheels have stopped. It's not so good. Why aren't our water wheels flowing nicely? I guess we're kind of restricting the flow now. Yeah, I think we're going to start building up our first reservoir. going to be a bit of faffing to do with this. We'll get everything else built first, because these are already too high and those are too high, so we can store some water in there. I guess. Yeah, let's just do that for now. How are we doing over here? So this one is 90, which is much better. And obviously these are going to flow continuously, so yeah, once that's built, we'll remove all the paths and think about where we want to put the metalworking stuff. And I might run a power shaft across here so that we can have it not so far away. Farm, we are full on storage, so I'm just going to knock that down. Hey, do we have that many spare beavers over here? We do. We should give them a job. I think I'm going to build a builder's hut. And we probably want a hauling post over here. Let's do that as well. Yep. That will speed up the building. And we can always divert them to other jobs. These guys are cracking on. We are full for logs over here. I kind of want to see how much power we are generating before I think about what other industry we move over. Because obviously we could, because we've got plenty of wood over here, and probably I should put in a forester and be thinking about replanting some of that. We know essentially, I'm going to use paths actually to not go kind of beyond there. We'll run a path along here because this is the area where the stuff died from bad water. And I'll be relying on the fact that the trees will survive through a drought. Awesome. So I think this is going to give us a decent amount of power, which isn't going to stop. No. Yeah, we're going to be about 300 horsepower. We can extend down here. See, these are not as efficient, but repower. So I guess when we've got dynamite, we can expand this and have more bad water flowing. But for now, I think we'll maybe just chain them down here. And I am seriously considering blocking off down here somewhere. We would want to do double high platforms. And then we'll put some floodgates in. Oh wow, they've done all of that. Awesome. We'll come and collect the rubble. There's no space for planks. Wow. But we've got now 380 horsepower for no cost, essentially. And going to put in double high floodgates across there. And that way we can flush through here and turn this not into polluted land. Or into not polluted land. This will all be okay. Let's just give him some trees to plant. There we go. Should be able to plant all of those, hopefully. Get this district a nice wood supply coming through. Probably need more logs over here. Right. Let's destroy those. That's almost built. Now what we're going to do is that to 0, that to 0. Just finishing that off, that to 0, and that. And push out the bad water. Oh, we've got another normal drought. Cool. And then close that. And close that. And that. And there we go. We have reclaimed this land. This is not good, but this is now good land. That's very cool. Right, I think it's time we built our processing. So we're going to bring the power across here. Unlock the smelter and get our first one built. And metal beams. Oh, I missed one. Power. Can they reach that? They can. Awesome. I think we will delete a couple of these now. Max that out, although there won't be very many in there. We can probably drop that down a couple. And we might want to think about building more accommodation over here at some point. Why is their well-being lower? They're low on food. They don't have wet fur. Let's put in some showers. They might only need one. Not many of them. Please build that, and then you'll be good. And we will have bad water-powered metal. I'm really pleased with this little bit that we did. Pushing the bad water back. And there we go. We have our first metal blocks coming in, and we have 100 odd horsepower spare before we expand. So I think probably we'll think about adding a gear workshop and maybe a lumber mill. So this district can make its own planks as well. that is very cool. I'm very pleased with where we are. Let's just do a quick check on. So that's nearly built. That can go away. That would need to go away, and that would need to go away. Prioritize them picking those up. Awesome. So we've nearly got this built. The issue is going to be actually getting more water in it because this area is not too deep. So we do have a problem there. And we're only going to be able to store water that is 1 deep. So that's an issue on this map, it would seem. But hey, we'll be okay. We are making progress. I would like to build maybe a reservoir in there. I wonder if we're doing pretty good on science. Are there any fun things we can probably... Oh, so we get the Lido still here, and Carousel and the Temple. So the Iron Teeth have some other new well-being items we don't appear to have access to, which is fine. I'm so pleased with that. An 8-day drought. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to say thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, click the like button. Comments, questions, suggestions, recommendations below. Bear in mind that I am generally recording these videos a few at a time. And thank you to the YouTube channel members and the patrons. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. And I will see you all next time.